Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I thought we'd do a simple cut crease look. Let's get started. I normally like to start with my Benefit Pore Professional Pore Minimizer. I like to put it all over or just in any places where I want to reduce the visibility of pores. As you can see, I've already color corrected. Now I'm going to go in with my Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect and my Makeup Forever HD foundation. Both of these are very full coverage. I normally like to mix my foundations together on the back of my hand. The body heat heats up your foundations, giving you better application. After mixing on the back of my hand, I just normally use just an angled eyeliner brush because it's the smallest one I have, and I just put it all over my face in small dots. I don't normally like to put my foundation on my beauty blender because it will suck up so much product. Then I spray my beauty blender with MAC Fix Plus Spray. It just helps dampen the beauty blender, and also it allows for better application of your foundation. It helps kind of lock the foundation in place. Today I thought I'd use my MyMakeupBrushSet oval blending brush. I've been enjoying it so much. This is my favorite one out of the set. Obviously it's the biggest one. I really like how it helps to just settle my foundation, and I don't mind taking a couple extra minutes to blend my foundation in with this brush just because I know it's gonna look really even. I also like to go over my neck, and this is the best brush to use to do this in my opinion. It seems to just reach places a beauty blender can't, and your hands get a lot less dirty. I like to do my under eyes last. I do use a beauty blender underneath my eyes. I just like the way that my makeup sets using a beauty blender under my eyes instead of the oval brush. Then I'm going to go in with my concealers. I like to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer as well as the LA Girl Pro Concealer. The LA Girl is significantly lighter than the Maybelline one, so I do the LA Girl last. I don't mix them together, I just sit them on top of one another, and I found that this way works best for me. It's however you like to do it. I always tell people, please do what works best for you. I'm just here to give tips. After that, I use my Mercier setting powder in translucent. I live and die by this setting powder. It's the best, and it lasts a really long time if you use it sparingly, but it really does work to cover out some of those dark hollows that you might have on your face, and also with contouring it really helps to make your features pop. Then I'm going to go in with my Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I love this stuff. I'm so surprised I haven't hit pan, knock on wood, but I use it just about every time I do my makeup. It just sets so well with my foundation, and it gives you that really natural contour. Then I'm going to go in with my Beige Cosmetics 114 brush, and I'm just going to buff that product out. I don't want it to look too harsh, but I still want it to look somewhat defined. Obviously, I'm still baking, so I just don't want it to look too crazy. I want it to look completely even and natural. After that, then I'm going to go in with my eyeshadows. I have the Colourpop and Bandit. It's a Super Shock shadow, and the other one is just a drugstore makeup that I just picked up along the way. It's called Just Cosmetics and Nostalgia. Right now, I'm applying my NYX eyeshadow primer. I'm not really a fan of this primer, honestly, but I'm out of all my other ones. So we're going to start with the Just Cosmetics Nostalgia. It is the lighter color, and I just want to work that into the crease. The brush that I'm using is a Beige Cosmetics 104 brush. I find that really dragging out your transition color really kind of helps give you, I guess, a line to trace for your cut crease. At least for me, this is what works best for me. I have extremely almond-shaped eyes, so cut crease can be a bit challenging for me at times. Now I'm going in with the color Bandit, and I'm just going to work that in as well as I can. I want to kind of give it that like sunset kind of color, I guess you could say, but I just kind of want to blend this as best as I can. I don't really want any harsh lines in my crease. And I'm using a Beige Cosmetics 103 brush to blend this. Now I'm going to go in with my Colourpop Super Shock and Get Lucky. This is going to go on our lid. This is more of like a foil color, kind of like a metallic, I guess you could say. So I normally like to wet my brush with Fix Plus spray because that's what's going to help really make that metallic pop. And the brush that I am using is another BH Cosmetics brush in 102. I want to make sure that I start at the very bottom of the lid and not in the middle. I can get a little crazy and go up way too high and be right underneath my eyebrows, so I start small and then work it up. really trying to lay this color on as heavy as possible because I really want this to pop. After that, we're going to go ahead and just sweep off that setting powder. I did do my liner and my lashes off camera, but my lashes are the Vegas Nail Lashes in Grand Glamour. Next, we're going to go in with my Bobbi Brown Bronzer. It's in Bali Beige. I love this bronzer. It's just an all-over bronzer, not just for contouring. It's very subtle the way that it sets. I like to go after I bake because you don't ever want to seem too light in some areas. It doesn't show up very well in pictures. I'm just going back over some of the areas that we've contoured just to bring it out a little bit since this is so light. Then I'm going to go in with my Milani Baked blush in Luminoso. I love this stuff. It's so subtle and it has a bit of shimmer to it. It's very, very, very subtle. I normally just pat it on. I don't sweep heavy with blush, especially not with this blush, because you don't want it to be too harsh since it's like a metallic. I do like to just use whatever product is left on the brush and just kind of go over some of the high points of my face. I find that when you do that, it really does help warm up your face in pictures. Then I'm going to set it with Fix Plus spray. Then I'm going to go to the fun part, highlighting. I like to use Artist Couture highlight as well as my Benefit Sunbeam. I like to use my Sunbeam first. I just find that this, for whatever reason, sets best as a base before any other highlighter. So it doesn't matter whatever I use after the Benefit as long as I use the Sunbeam first. And the Artist Couture highlight that I'm using is in Gold Digger. This brush that I'm using, it's another drugstore brush, I believe, and it took me forever to find here. Then I'm going to go in with my NYX color, and it's in Sandstorm. I've lined my lips, and the lip liner is just a drugstore lip liner. Then I like to go in and just try to make false moles anywhere on the face where I think that I might have a blemish. And this is the finished look. Hope you like.